Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to A Realm Reborn. So, first off, sorry for the lateness of this video. I've mentioned a couple times now I have satellite internet. As far as what that means for online gaming in general, it generally means that the latency is too wonky to really play a game like this, but what it also means, for me in particular, there is a bandwidth cap that we have to deal with, and it is only lifted from the hours of midnight till 5 a.m. or thereabouts every day slash morning slash night slash whatever, and that's the only time that I can upload because otherwise the files that I put up are way too big. So since the internet was being all weird earlier on this weekend, I was unable to upload. So yeah, I'm really sorry about this. I really wish that I had better timing and had used my Comcast internet a lot more efficiently back when I still had it, and maybe we could have avoided this. But, you know, live and learn, right? So anyway, we're going to get right into the thick of things here. So what are we up to? We're still exploring Ul'dah, kind of getting used to it, and this is one of the big things that we're going to have to keep an eye out for. These Aethernet shards basically allow us to teleport all over the city for any quest we might have to do. All we have to do, like the Aetherite before, in the plaza. Sorry, I have a hard time saying Aetherite for some reason. Aethernet, Aetherite, Ethernet, what? Anyway, these shards here are for various districts, the different guilds, for the different crafting classes and all that jazz. Every time we find one, we attune ourselves to it, and then we can use it thereafter. So let's see, where are we going? We can't do any of the outdoor quests just now because this footage was still done using my personal internet, and the quests outside are primarily combat-based, and since we're a thaumaturge, that's a difficult thing to do. By the way, I meant to say this, thaumaturge actually is a religious term that means miracle worker, so if you're wondering about that. Let's see what we got here. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage today? Why, as a matter of fact, we do. Yes, we do, sir. Here is our business. A missive from Wyman. Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. I wonder what that means. Let's see. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free. Hey, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Well, that's a shame, but the quest is complete, so I guess that's as much as we can have. So let's get rid of the tutorial and see what we have behind us. There's quite a bit of cleanup work to do before we go outside anyway, so that's kind of nice. Let's see what Gelther wants. Doesn't like the way we're looking at him, but we'll let it pass if we deliver a message. We weren't looking at him. Hey, you! I saw you looking at me. You got something to say? Huh? No? Well, I do. You know Diddleada? Short, broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah. Bleeding whoreson. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. Well, that's nice. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like his nuts. So you go and tell him. Well, sure? Okay. 'Cause we look like a messenger to threaten people with our little Moogle cap. Yeah, okay, let's go threaten somebody. Why not? Let's sprint. And you can kind of see the latency issue with me using the sprint command there, because normally it's supposed to happen immediately. That took a couple seconds. So, here he is. Oh, gods be good. Gelther's goon. I'm not a goon. I take offense to that. All right. I'll give back every gil I owe. I swear it. But no more beatings. I beg you. Okay, so he's begging us. So that's nice. Well, we might be persuaded to do that. Look, I haven't got Gil on hand, but I do have this ring. You have a ring, do you? Well, let's see it then. Much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. Was my dear departed mum's wedding ring. God's rest her soul. But she'll understand. Show it to Mamane over at the ossuary. You'll get your coin. Okay. Well, that ended interestingly. Apparently he took us seriously, although he called us a goon. I don't like that. Oh well, I guess I'll live. Let's go back to the ossuary then and see what we can do about this ring. There you are. Hello? Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to Arzaneth Ossuary? Well, we got a ring. A gaudy ring, specifically. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of a Didi Lata. Very well. It's most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken. And doubly so when the item in question is a fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Oh, well, oops. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I am afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Well, we can pick ether or potions. We'll pick some ethers, just in case. We're a mage, after all. And that one's done, although oddly enough, you'd think we'd have to go talk to the angry man who sent us to do that mission to begin with, but apparently we don't have to talk to him anymore. Let's see what this person has to say. Enough of her puzzles. How can the ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Hi to you too. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-silk dresses and feed my marmot? If only I'd had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. Well, that's nice. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he'd be rewarded. Maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bobo Nima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Bobo Nima, Bobo Nima, Boba Nima. Some of these names I just can't wrap my head around, and the funny thing is, the ones that I seem to have the hardest time with are actually Lalafell names. Ellion is not your standard Lalafell name. Oh, there's Boba Nima. Hi. So your wife accosted us. Hi, I'm Boba Nima. Congratulations. You've found the world's worst husband. Well, that is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird, too. Well, if you're hell's-bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. I've got a long night ahead of me, standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you've finished, go and tell Wolken at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Okay. You know, some of these quests I don't quite understand. So this random woman just accosts us on the street, complains about her husband. We find the husband, and he gives us a job to do, and we just do it? Okay, yeah, sure. There's a few more quests in here. Well, first we have apparently flyers to put up. Oh well, at least it's simple enough. We just have to put the Franz the Fair flyer on this sparkling wall here. And there it goes. Alright, see, everything's a little slow. The walking around and stuff and the loading of the areas isn't so bad, but when you start actually interacting with the environment, then it gets a little wonky. So that's why I'm avoiding any combat when I'm actually recording on my internet connection. Because it gets a little more frustrating when you're trying to fight something, and since we're not exactly a strong character, defenses aren't all that great, it's kind of dangerous for us to be worrying about that too. So, instead we're doing all the busy work. So let's see, there's another Aethernet shard right there. We're going to attune to it just in case. We might have some work to do here later. We may even decide we want to become a gladiator later on. It's possible. Let's see, what else? Genevieve, we'll talk to you in a second. First, we want to turn in... Here we go. There you are, Vulcan. Helping Bobanima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Francis got pretty popular late, and his fans keep stealing the flyers, taking them home as souvenirs. Oh, so you met Bobanima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. Yeah, well, if you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we, appreciate the help. Alright, so we got some more potions. And that's kind of one reason I'm picking the ethers, even though potions are pretty valuable for us. Let's see what Zazariku wants. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. Hey, you're wearing my hairstyle. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming in the Colosseum? Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. I don't think the gladiator himself picks the title, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Sure, Garnet Gladiator. I'll do that, 'cause you're so awesome and impressive and infestation of ladybugs. Carried your arse in here looking for work, huh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I've a deed what needs doing. Okay. Is it ladybugs? Yeah, wild ladybugs been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made 'em ornery as an aurochs and rut. Oh, that's fun. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers, they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teeth than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, or don't you? Does 4 really help? I mean, sure, I'll do it, but 4? That's it? Anyway, Genevieve, what do you want? Hi. Hello. Ah! I scared her. What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. What are you? Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now, look. Look at how my gill's scattered across the ground. I don't see it. Pick it up. Right this instant. Oh. Okay. Sure. I'll do that. Pick up the gill. Coins are pretty big, actually. Okay, that's 1. Even though it's clearly 2 coins there on the ground. Or 3, I think. There's 2. Apparently we're picking up piles. There's the 3rd. This is a really simple one, but I guess it's just kind of showing us, hey, you can pick stuff up from the ground. Kind of the opposite of putting the flyers up, I guess. In any case, we picked up all the gill, and we give it back to Genevieve. Here's the money you dropped. My gill, now, and there'd better be naught missing. Okay. Here. There you go. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence! That's kind of funny, though. So we pick up 5 gil, and we get 100. Alright. So what we got is, we got our level. We're actually level 2 now. We haven't done any fighting at all. We just got quest experience. And what we got, and what that thing was talking about, we have ice now and fire. And the thing is, there's a couple of buffs basically that happens whenever you cast those spells. It showed the names of them. I think it's Astral Ice and Umbral Fire, or the other way around. Yeah, Umbral Ice and Astral Fire. It's right there on the menu. And what those mean is, Ice actually increases our mana or MP recovery rate, and then Astral Fire increases damage. So what you end up doing is you use Fire till you run out of mana or MP, and then you switch to Ice, and whenever you use Ice, it cancels out your Astral Fire, and then the next cast will apply Umbral Ice. And then you'll get your MP back very quickly, and then you switch back again. And we'll get an ability pretty soon that will facilitate doing that. But for now, just know that that's part of the main way that a thaumaturge, which will eventually become a black mage, that's basically how they fight. That's the basic bread and butter of how their combat works. And we'll see an example of it relatively soon. For now, like I said, a lot of cleanup work, a lot of exploring, a lot of tutorial type quests that we're doing. But what's cool about doing them is that right now is when they're most useful, because I mean there are early quests, and they're not going to be worth all that much later on. And if we start going outside and doing all this combat and doing all the all those other quests, then pretty soon we'll end up outstripping the experience that we would get from these. So I think these are all meant to be done first. Granted, it's not the most glamorous of ways to start a game, and chances are you can skip these without really losing much, but I figure we'll be thorough as we can. I mean, why not? We've got plenty of time with this game, and we're not on any particular time frame, so let's just see what all it has to offer. Who knows, we might find some interesting stories, and of course that's why we're here. So let's see what we got in this area. First off, we have another Aethernet shard. We'll do that. And this is also one thing that's very useful. You'll notice a lot of these quests will send you to different areas in the city, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in other starting zones. This is only one of 3 starting zones. We'll eventually get to all the others, but for now we're staying here. So this is the one where we need to give that order slip. So Zazariku's circlet. Just a moment, sir. So we're going to get a thing for the Garnet Gladiator. Oh dear. This is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. Like, difficult how? We ran out of garnets halfway through the work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. Oh. Well, that figures. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Haft at the Miners' Guild? My records indicate he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind? Alright, so that's going to take us to the Miners' Guild. So we've seen we're the Goldsmiths Guild now, where it is now. And now we're actually going to one of the gathering classes. Goldsmithing is a crafting class, and then this is one last Aethernet shard. So, we're going to gather this Aethernet shard, and next time we will see about the Miners' Guild and all that stuff. So, for now, I'll catch you later.